Ladies and gentlemen, the following is another incredible episode of the Wrestling Fans Podcast, Ringside Society. I'm your host, that ocean crossing, straight up bossing, flight catching, shot glass snatching, always on the go, catch him if you can, fresh off a trip from Tokyo, Japan, no cap, straight facts, the worldwide star boy, Remy Blue. But it's not about me. You see, we're welcoming back a special guest. There are times when, sometimes we have guests on and, something, we want to do a bit of catch up with them, see how they're doing, see what's changed. So, with that being said, everybody, welcome a man who is not only making a name for himself in the great state of Georgia. Shout out to all the great folks over there in Georgia, but he's also making Haiti proud. Shout out to the great folks over there in Haiti as well. Love that griot. Love that griot. Love that legumes. Love that compa and zouk music. Everybody, welcome to the show. Le Prince de Port-au-Prince, Zamir Zuriel. How you doing tonight?
Merci. What an introduction. Thank you so much. I'm doing great.
Thanks. Yeah, hey, once again, I apologize for the late start. Had a lot going on. I don't know. We got to get a new setup. Every time we get on here, we try to make sure everything is good, audio, video. So we apologize for the late start. Those y'all that are expecting us at 7 o'clock. But yeah. So back again, interview two, man. We wanted to see how you were doing. We know, you've been training at the four, great place. Many great men and women have actually came out of that place. Nikki Heat, um, the North Side Heroes, the Dark Passion Assassins. Heck, y'all even got a great caterer in the form of Faith Apollo now. I'm actually jealous now because those treats are looking really good. Those treats are looking really good. So I gotta ask you, man, how you been these days, man? It's been I think it's been a year since we talked. How have things been since then?
Wow, one. And yes, absolutely. The WWA4 crew and family, we've all grown together, and we're on such cool different platforms, and we're all doing pretty well together. And Faith, shout out to Faith. She does have her own kitchen, her own catering behind us, so we're all one big happy family. I'm doing pretty well now. I had to personally take a step back from wrestling a bit last year to get myself together, but now I feel more than ready to step back into the ring full time and full fledged and really show that I still more than have it all in me to keep going.
That's awesome, man. You took a step back, and it happens. And I tell people there is nothing wrong with taking a step back from what you love. There's nothing wrong with taking a step back, from achieving your goals. We all need a break sometimes. I mean, whether it's physical or mental. And I always say, if your heart's not in it, you know, don't do it. Take a step back, take a breather, take as much time as you want. I always tell people I'd rather you have a give 100% heart as opposed to, you know, 50 as opposed to less than 100%. Do it your best, give it your best. I'm big on mental health. I mean, I've told people, I'm like, if you feel it, you need to take a break, a mental break, do it. Don't let nobody make you feel ashamed. Everybody handles things in their own way. And you know, at the end of the day, it's all about you. It's all about, you're all that's left. So, I always say, take that break if you need to, take a vacation, get your mind right. And then when you're ready, come right back, you know, if you want to. So, but I'm glad that you actually did that. Glad to hear. I know it was a mental break that you needed, but glad to have you back here. And yeah, so now that you're back, man, I mean, how have things been going?
Thank you so much. I appreciate all your words. Absolutely, my mental health was the thing that needed help most, and now since being back, I've been It's been a harder transition than I thought that it would be. Not solely just because of the mental thing, but physically being in ring, being out of the ring for so long, or for like a little bit of a time period. Even still, your body has to recalibrate to it. So me getting back into the ring and doing matches again, and I'm a singles competitor. So the more I wrestle, it really beats on my body. Going back into all that, refeeling all the nicks and bruises and all the bumps and all that, it was a pretty really good awakening, a really good reawakening into wrestling. I'm booked and I'm busy now, so I'm really grateful and I'm happy.
That's great to hear that you're booked and you're busy. That's one downside of, you know, going back into what you love is you're gonna have some rust. You know, you're gonna have some, like, you know, setbacks because you've been away, and it happens. It happened to the greatest of all time, Michael Jordan of the Chicago Bulls. He took a break. What, back in what, after winning the finals in 1993, he was a three-peat winner. Him and Scottie Pippen and them, and then he decided, you know something, I'm gonna step away. He stepped away for, I think it was a year, 2 years. Came back in '95. You know, he was kind of rusty. You know, and he ended up not winning that year. You know, because he had to catch himself.
Yeah.
Now he's what happened next year though? Kept at it, and then he ended up once again being a second three-peat champion because he won the finals in 1996, 1997, 1998. So, you know,
Here,
it
play.
happens to the greats. You know, I'm sure it's happened to, many others. So that's all part of it. You know,
Thank
that's
you.
all part of it.
All that I didn't know all that information about that man, about him. That's a really
Yeah,
inspiring story, actually.
yeah. I actually it happened to me too. When sometimes when we take a month break. I remember last year we took a month break. You know, and when I came back, when we went back on air, I almost forgot the intro. I was like, geez, what do I normally say after this? I mean, I say Ocean Crossing, straight up Boston, but then there's something else I say, and sometimes and I messed up. So it happens, man. You know, I mean, it is what it is. You know,
Thank you.
but you definitely will regain. You definitely will regain your yourself before you took that break. That's one thing. You definitely will regain yourself. So, now that you're back now, how does it feel, man? I mean, like, do you feel like you're ready? Do you feel like you're ready to show the fans what Le Prince de Port-au-Prince? Do you have something in not feel? 'Cause I know you, but do you have something new in store for us?
Yes, yes, absolutely. I will say that. I feel more evolved as a being and definitely as a wrestler. There's been a lot that and throughout my wrestling career, I've always felt like I've needed to, or really my life, I really felt like I needed to like dim down a lot of myself or really not go as hard and really do that thing of like be humble. Which, yes, absolutely, you should always be humble and never be too cocky or prideful. However, when it came to even my own wrestling ability, I know that I'm talented, but I never really took it there for myself personally because I have my own personal reservations of like, am I good enough? Or I would see other people doing, or like other people my age or even above me doing certain things. But then I had to sit back and realize like I'm cold. I'm actually pretty fire in that ring, and I carry a lot of attributes that no other wrestler really possesses. And Le Prince de Port-au-Prince right here is absolutely ready to show exactly where my country, my people are made of, and show what I'm made of as well. I have a lot of new things I have to try out now. A lot of new bag of tricks that I got.
Awesome. So during your break, what is the profound thing you've actually um because I know you've had some, I've actually learned something profound in your journey in pro wrestling. But now that you're back, what is do you have any new outlook on, on wrestling? Like, is there anything profound that that you've added towards your philosophy as a wrestler?
Um, to take your mental health seriously, I think that's what I added from my break to throw into my wrestling career now and forward. Is I learned how to pray, meditate, and fast. Those three, number one for me. Um, I had to realize that it's not wrestling for myself. It's not about, or really in general, it's not about looking the best or really trying to get yourself to that highest caliber, because it really doesn't matter how hard you work at something if you have that it factor inside of you, or if you have what fans have inside their hearts, then you're gonna make it there regardless. So taking a step back and getting my mental together, getting my emotions together before I step back into the ring helped me prior into now being back into the ring, going in there. I'm currently killing it. I'm a lot more like agile. I'm a lot faster. I'm a lot mentally clear. I feel a
Yeah.
lot about myself in general.
Wow, that's great to hear that you meditated and everything too. Meditation helps at times, if you can find that peace within yourself, trust me, you're better off by far. And you know, looking forward to seeing what you got planned. Man, this reminds me of rock. For some reason, this reminds me of a Rocky movie, man. Where Rocky 3. I don't know if you're a fan of Rocky 3 of the Rocky movies, but I am. And this reminds me of Rocky 3, where he fought Clubber Lang and Clubber Lang beat him, and man, I don't know if you saw it, but spoiler alert for those of y'all that haven't seen Rocky 3, and I'm sorry, but um this was when Rocky lost to Clubber Lang, and he lost his manager Mickey. I think Mickey was his name, and he had a lot going on mentally and physically, and then lo and behold, who would actually be help him gain his redemption? His old rival Apollo Creed, and he picked up Rocky and like, nah, you're not down yet. You're not out yet. You got that hunk. You're missing that hunger. We gonna get it back. And he took him to Atlanta, and they were like working out in the gym, running on the beach and everything, swimming and everything. He's like, "Yeah, we gonna get you back." And next thing you know, the Rocky of old, with a new life, with a new vitality, entered that ring and put a whooping on Clubber Lang's ass.
Come on.
And I was like, that's what that reminds me of. And I don't know who your Apollo Creed is, and I would not want to know who's going to be Clubber Lang when you put that ass open on him. But I know it's definitely going to be something the fans are gonna enjoy. It's definitely going to be something.
Thank you, man. I appreciate that. I have not seen Rocky 3.
Oh man, have you seen
I
any
know.
of the Rock?
You know
Have you
what?
seen?
I have to go watch it now because that's perfectly fine. 'Cause that still sounds like a movie I would have to watch. It's like that and Godfather. I've never seen Godfather. I've seen two
It,
Rocky movies.
it's okay. It's okay. It's okay not to see the classics at times. You're not gonna believe this, but it was only 7 years ago I finally saw Goonies. I didn't know how great that movie was.
Sorry,
Yeah,
never. Out of
the
what?
Goonies.
That movie's incredible. Yeah, that movie's
Yeah,
funny.
I know, right? I didn't know how great it was. By the way, Zach, thank you for joining us, Zach. But yeah, I didn't know how great the Goonies were until like I actually sat down. I remember before I saw it, everybody was like, "The Goonies are on, let's go watch it." And I'm like, "It's just a couple of kids." And then when I sat down and watched, I'm like, "Oh, this is pretty good." So it's okay. I mean, I haven't. You want to hear something even more blasphemous? I've seen Star Wars episode, and I'm probably gonna get roasted for this. I'm probably gonna have a lot of people, go at me, be like, you're lame for that. I've only seen Star Wars episodes 1 to 3 and 7 to 9. I've never seen the classic ones like Empire Strikes Back, A New Hope, Return of the Jedi. I've never seen any of those. I know it's sad. I know. I skipped all the apparent good stuff, but
All the
yeah,
ones that everybody quotes. No,
yeah. But I haven't seen any of the ones that pretty much started the franchise. So yeah, I'll get around to it though, man. I mean, it's all good. I mean, better late than never.
absolutely no. I agree with you. I've seen all of those big three famous ones. Any of the other chapters, skip it. I can't tell you one other thing about Star Wars before, other than the big blockbuster ones that came out.
Yeah, but the crazy thing, the 1 to 3 weren't bad. I didn't mind them at all. Like people crack on them. Phantom Menace wasn't bad. Attack of the Clones wasn't bad. The third one wasn't bad. And I'm like, no. I mean, I get it. You guys like the originals, but they weren't that bad, man. Trust me, I've seen some bad prequels. That one wasn't it. They weren't too bad.
I've seen some bad prequels myself, but eventually I'll get around to seeing all those movies. Eventually, Star Wars.
I'll definitely get around to Godfather. I don't know. I'll get around to it one day, but like now it's like I'm not in a rush to see it, man. I get it. Marlon Brando's in it. Several other great people. I think there's an all-star cast, or the cast would go on to do great things. But I haven't sat down and watched it yet. But I'll get around to it. It's not the end of the world. So now that you're back, man, like who do you wanna who do you want to step in the ring with to have them experience the the renewed Zamir Zuriel? Like, who do you want to like actually be like, yo, it's summertime, ain't no barbecue, but I got the smoke. You know,
Ooh, off the top of my head, his name is Robert Martyr.
I've heard. Oh, Death to Martyr. I've heard of him.
Death to Martyr, yeah, on Instagram and on X, I believe. Yeah, one of the most talented wrestlers amongst my generation, amongst our generation. We've we've been in many locker rooms together, on many shows together. He is a very nice man. He's very kind. He's a cool ass dude. I have always wanted, and vice versa, but we've always wanted to step into the ring together one day. Because
Okay.
his technical prowess and my cultural ferocity will be such a cool clash of styles. So it'll be him or
Ooh.
Robert Martyr. And just because I want a rematch solo, I want a singles rematch because Darius Lockhart. Darius Lockhart, I would love to wrestle him again because I wrestled him on my debut for Ashe Wrestling.
Okay.
It was a tag team match. It was me and Ashton Starr versus Darius Lockhart and Billy Dixon. Darius is the
Ooh.
one that pinned me, and I need my revenge. I need that run back. I need them. S'il vous plaît, ça passe, Darius. Sir, what you up to? What are you on?
Man, those are some tough opponents y'all had that you and Ashton had though. Darius Lockhart and Billy Dixon. You
Mm-hmm.
got the technical guy, and you got the guy that's pretty much death matches and whatnot. Oh man, that was definitely something.
It was definitely it was definitely a match. It was a hard fought bout for me. Yeah.
Yeah, I've heard a lot of great things about Asha. I'm hoping that one day maybe I can get to check out a show of theirs. Um, I've gotten to see Darius wrestle several times. Great, hella athlete. Actually, the most recent time I got to see him wrestle was at Naptown Love in Indianapolis. Um, and it was him, Myron Reed, Isaiah Bronson,
Yeah.
and Sugar Dunkerton. I don't know what he's going by now, but those four were in the ring and they tore the house down. And I actually enjoyed that match. And the aftermath that they had where they actually were talked about that whole event was actually dedicated to Trey D of We Love Wrestling. And that event had a great turnout. Like I was very impressed by it. And it wasn't just black. You think it's just because it was an all person of color card. It was all black, 99% black. And you would think that only black people would be there, but no, there were a lot of non-black people that were there too. And I was like, wow, this is great. Like it just goes show like wrestling is wrestling. Doesn't matter what color or ethnicity you are. I mean, wrestling is wrestling, and as long as it's enjoyable, people don't really care. So, kudos to them on that. And you want to know the funny thing about it? After that event, I remember I think I was standing up and I was probably taking some pictures and whatnot. And I looked behind me, and who do I see? I saw Top Team. Most of them were there. And I looked at some of them, I'm like, wait a minute. I was like, wait a minute, you're Jay Lucas. You look from me, Jay Lucas.
Aw.
And I was like, you're Keelan Cole. Wait a minute, Nikki Heath. Hey, wait, Northside Heroes. And I was like, wow, you guys are all here. And then I took a picture with them and they're really cool. It was great seeing. It's funny how the world is small, man. Like you never know who you'll see in
It's
person.
well, especially this wrestling world. Oh, it's even smaller. It's so much smaller. You'll be following somebody for years online, just like, oh, I like this, I like that, and then one day you'll just randomly meet in the locker room,
Oh
and all of
yeah,
a sudden you're really cool. Shit. Same thing. No, same thing pretty much happened with with the four with top team, all that as well. When we all first started, we all kind of got we all started smaller, but then once we all branched out, everybody kind of got to know the four and all of our boys and top team as a whole faction. Cool ass boys, fire ass group. I will say that they hold it down.
yeah. So I gotta ask you, man. Top Team has their faction. If you had to build a stable of four, who would be in your stable of four? Like, who would you have as your three guys, or guys and girls? I mean, because now stables they're all mixed now. So who would be in Zamir Zuriel's stable?
Ooh, I will say one Ashton Star. Ashton Star. He's currently my tag team partner.
Okay,
So we also wrestle together as well. Ashton Star. There's a wrestler named Edward Draven.
okay.
We love. He's down here on the like on the Georgia Indies as well. He's a
Mm,
poor boy as well. So I love him. He's been killing it out here by himself. And there's a girl. Her name is Rose Gold.
I've heard of her.
Yep, yep. She is hands down one of my personal favorites, and she goes crazy in that ring. So I'm pretty. I would love to see her, and she's tall. She's 6 foot plus.
Yeah,
She could do so much damage in that ring to anybody, male or female. I don't care who you are. Throw them in there. I got Rose behind me. This little my faction, oh, we would have like everything.
yeah. I think I've seen Rose before, and I remember. Well, not in person. I remember some idiot fan tried to attack her, and I was like, "Why?
Yeah.
Chill out. Why? And the woman is taller than you. What? Do you have a death wish? Like, do you? Do you? I'm like, do you really want to see if your health insurance is going to cover you?
I
Because
wouldn't. Not against her. Not against Miss Rose.
I'm like,
You're
yeah, I'm like that woman's lucky that wasn't an all female show because oh geez,
oh,
oh man,
that would have been so much worse. Yeah, no, and that's why I picked Rose. Because who's fighting her? Edward Draven too. Who's fighting him?
yeah,
All of us. All four of us would go toe to toe with anybody.
oh yeah. Well, hopefully y'all can make it happen, and very soon. Sounds like a really great stable for talented, very talented individuals as well. And yeah, so you know, we're halfway through, you know, 2020, 2020. Well, yeah, we're pretty much halfway through 2025. I mean, it's June now. What are
After
your goals? I know that right now your main goal was to get right, get back. You made that happen. You did it. You made it happen like a captain. You're back. What are the rest of your goals? What are some goals you have for the rest of 2025?
goals I have for the rest of 2025, I would like to one just really go out here and show what I can do. I want to I want to hit 4 to 5 new territories. I have yet to go up north to New York or New Jersey. Haven't wrestled in Texas yet, and there's a few other states. I would love to. I would say the last thing I want to do is I would like to contend for a championship.
Okay. Well, I could tell you this: if you get a chance to, I don't know if you've ever witnessed wrestling in person up here in New York, which is where I'm at. But if you get that chance to wrestle, it'll be unlike any other. The crowd is very different. They always come up with with unique chants. But all in all, it's wonderful. It's wonderful up here. We have several promotions. We have Battle Club Pro, which has a lot of talented men and women there. We have House of Glory. We have, I think there's one called LPW, which is another great one. I went to their show. Um, I think a couple months ago. It was very great. So hopefully you get that chance to wrestle up north here, in the tri-state area, or even in the DMV area where my co-host Rob is at. Hopefully, I hope you get that chance as well. I hope you get to go all over the country, man, or if
And
possible, all over the world. Because I can tell you right now, if you get a booking in Japan, Tokyo, Japan, which is where I came from, which is where I just came from like last year. If you get a chance to go there, take that booking with a smile and go and embrace it, because Tokyo is everything and more. It's everything and more. People, for the most part, are very cute, are very courteous. I tell people you really have to look for trouble in Japan to get in trouble. And so, the thing that really upsets me is that there are some people, some tourists, some um streamers that actually go there looking for trouble. Like they dance on the trains. I'm like, they play loud music on the trains. I'm like, bro, this is not New York. You can't do that on the trains. Like, why would you do that? You know, they
one different spot, please.
they do pull-ups on sacred structures. One lady I saw was actually taking a picture of a woman in I think she was in a geisha. I don't know if I'm saying it, if I'm saying it correctly. She was in a geisha
Yeah.
or geisha dress. And like I said, for those of you that are Japanese, I don't know if that's the correct verbiage I'm using. If it's not, I
I think it's
apologize.
geisha. Let me not be. I think it's geisha. I believe.
Yeah, she had her hair in like the bun, really well done, and she had the white makeup on and the robe. And this lady would not, for the love of everything, would not read the room. Like, she was taking a video and taking pictures of the lady, and the lady was like trying to dodge the camera. I'm like, lady, just read the room. Respect her and don't take the picture or the video. Find somebody else or something else. Like, I
Go
just
somewhere
upset. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
oh, no. I'm just saying, like, I'm agreeing with you. Like, lady, go somewhere else. Find somewhere else. Go somewhere else.
And the reason why I'm so upset about it is because Japan is a wonderful place. Like, it is phenomenal. Like,
One
you
day I'm
will.
gonna go. That's obviously I have to go to Japan as a wrestler. Oh boy, I can see it now. I can see why people why that's like a
Yeah,
sacred thing for wrestlers to hit before they go off.
yeah, yeah. I mean, it's great. It has pretty much everything. You like wrestling, you like anime. If you like music, there's music there. If you're into photography, like I am, like I got some great shots of Japan too. Um, can't wait to put them up on my photography Instagram. But I got that. and it's really nice, man. And one thing, when you get that booking, another thing, make sure you get your Ribera jacket. It's a jacket that it's just a bit of it's I guess you could say it's a rite of passage for pro wrestlers that when they go on tour there, they go to Ribera Steakhouse. It's a steakhouse, and
Huh?
the owner gives professional wrestlers and I think MMA fighters and boxers a Ribera jacket. It's a really cool looking jacket, and Hulk Hogan has gotten one. John Cena has gotten one. Actually, recently Jade Cargill and Bianca Belair, and I think Miko Satomura. I don't know if that's her
Oh,
name, but
yeah,
she
yeah.
was with them, and she got one too. So it's definitely something you have to do before you leave there, man. Make sure you get one from there.
Yeah,
Um,
I want to go there now even more. So I didn't know that.
yeah. Actually, one thing I would like to do um, is get an interview with the owner or his son. I think this son. They said the son. When I had the brothers ground here, I think they said the son speaks English. I'd like to get him on here just to have an interview and just to talk about what he's actually experienced. Um,
As
you
far
know,
as
since
jackets
since
and all
since
that stuff.
since you know getting in the family business, and it'd be great to sit down and talk with them about that. Yeah, but hopefully make it over there too, man. If you make it over there, I'd definitely be cheering for you.
Thank you.
Definitely will. Yeah. Matter of fact, maybe you could actually show the Japanese how to bring some of that zuka and kumpa to Tokyo, man.
That's
Hey,
the goal. See, that's the goal. I want to bring
don't
it.
don't get it twisted. They love reggae. Do not get it twisted. I can tell you, they love reggae. Yes,
Okay.
I had a friend when I was in the Navy, and he used to run two bars. Jamaican guy. He still lives over there. He has a wife and kids and everything. And the wife is Japanese. And he had two bars that he used to run over. I used to go there pretty much almost every day to get a drink after work. And I remembered he wanted to hold a reggae concert, but his bars were too small to hold. So what he did, he talked to one of the other bar owners in that same town about holding the reggae concert there. The bar owner was cool with it because obviously he's going to get money off of that because people are gonna they go there, they're gonna buy drinks and whatnot. Let me tell you, that whole reggae concert, it was packed. People were waiting outside to get in. It was crazy packed over there. So they love reggae over there. They celebrate carnival too. In Okinawa, they celebrate carnival. So and it's not West Indians going over there and celebrating carnival. Carnival. It's actually native Japanese, native Okinawans celebrating carnival. So yeah,
Oh, that's beautiful. That sounds like that. That sounds like Auntie. That sounds like how we celebrate Haitian Flag Day,
yeah,
or Haitian Independence Day, either or.
yeah,
That's beautiful. Okay, I learned something new. I have to go to Japan now.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Like I said, man, if you make it there, definitely go ahead. If you make it to London too, London's not a nice place too, man. When you go to London, you'll
Oh,
like it too, man. I don't know if you've been there before, but if you haven't, definitely a great place. Um, Definitely, make sure you got an English breakfast. You don't know life. I don't know if you're a vegetarian, but if you aren't, make sure you get an English breakfast. You don't know life until you've had that. Like I remember, I saw it in the picture on a picture on the internet. I'm like, that looks good. That's an English breakfast, okay. And then when I went over there like last year, I remember I was walking outside my hotel. And it was nighttime. For some reason, I think I was going to McDonald's to get some dinner. And then when I looked to the left, I saw this cafe called Muffin Man. I'm like, and then the song "Do You Know the Muffin Man" came in, started playing in my head, and I'm like, do I know the Muffin Man? No, but tomorrow I'll get to know him for breakfast. And lo and behold, I did that, and the food was great.
that's smart.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. But yeah, man. It's. I always tell people traveling. Traveling's a great. Is whether even if it's just domestic, it's an education, man, and you learn so much, and you feel so good about yourself when you go to these different places. I've been blessed to say that in my life I've been in all four time zones of the continental U.S. So and hopefully you get that same opportunity as well.
Wow. Congratulations. And one day I will get the same opportunity as well. Now I need to. Wrestling is the opportunity. Wrestling is going to be the gateway for that.
Yeah, I'm rooting for you, man. Like I said, one thing I like to see is people like that have been on the show, um, get like opportunities, like to like do big things. I'm not just people on the show; it's people in general. Man, I see people work hard, and they get rewarded for their hard work. Because it's a great thing. You know, um, very great thing. But yeah, man. So I just got two more questions, man, before we shut it down. So in regards to now that you're back, I don't know if I asked you this question before, but has your playlist changed, and what is new on your playlist, or is it the same thing?
Oh, my plate has definitely changed. My my plate has my plan has changed. I thought that I wanted to go straight to like straight to the E or like straight to AEW, whichever one. Um, and then realizing after the break that I would like to learn how to just wrestle first.
Okay.
Get to know. I wanted to know why so many wrestlers and so many people wanted to wrestle so bad. I lost my why for a while, for like a long time,
Okay.
and I realized I was like, oh, okay. I looked at the end all be all as when I get to the biggest and brightest lights, then I'll be happy, then I'll be fine. And
Yeah.
then switching that mentality to now, when I go across this world, when I go to Mexico, Great Britain, Germany, Japan, the Caribbeans, I would love to wrestle in Africa too. Not too much. We've all seen the African promotion where all of them are just out there. And
Oh yeah.
bro, makeshift ring or not, I don't care if it's on dirt. I'll go out there myself. It's like wrestling in Haiti. I want to go
That's
everywhere. I want to do all of it. I want to see where Zamir can actually go because I switched everything. I switched from my music to the way that I move into the ring. From I speak more of my native tongue now, even though I speak I'm fluent in English. I speak more of my native tongue when I'm out there now because I'm more confident in my ability of even though they may not get it now, the fans will get it eventually. And
yeah.
I've been met with way more positivity and way more good kind words when it came to me and fans wanting to see characters like me or wanting to see wrestlers and people that they see within themselves.
Yeah.
Especially little black boys, Haitian boys back home, Haitian girls too, little kids, all my people. I want them to see that this is possible.
Yeah. But I mean, what I was asking was, what about your music playlist if it changed? Because with that, but it's so, but that's a great answer you gave, though. You
I
know, and I'll tell you
completely
this.
misheard you then. My music playlist, oh, I would definitely say compa. I used to hate it. Even even as me, I used to hate it so much because it used to be so slow, and I just never could get the beats because they would jump, and then once you would get one beat, the whole next thing would switch into a whole other higher rhythm.
Yeah.
I learned that, and I've also fell in love with like R&B music, rhythm and blues music, more blues.
Mhm.
I fell in love with that side of me more. French music as well. I speak a lot more French because of my French music. I knew Creole, but French is a whole different language. So that's how it's changed up for me. To answer correctly.
Okay. Well, if I could say something, in regards to you speaking your native tongue, that's great. That's awesome. Originality is really great, and you know now you definitely can't stop because you know why? Now you got inspiration now. You may not know it, but right now you're inspiring somebody from Haiti that's thinking, I can't do this, man. I'm Haitian, man. I mean, I can't, I can't see myself doing this. But now you might inspire somebody because guess what? Now they see Zamir Zuriel, they see Le Prince de Port-au-Prince on their, speaking Creole, going, hey, sac passe,
It's not
WBA4, you know, and um you see you speak all the cool, like say, hey, Messi, you guys are, all that, and then they might get inspired by that. You never know. Look at the Usos. You can't tell me right now there's not some Samoan boy or some Samoan girl that's actually looking at them and be like, yo, that's cool how they're saying us, which means brother, which means bro, just like commonly. And they did the Siva Tau. Yo, now their pride just went way up now because they see somebody that looks like them doing it on national TV. So keep on going, bro. Trust me. I can tell you myself. There have been times I've been like, man, I should just end Ringside Society. I don't see, it's pointless. I'm bored. I don't think anybody watches this crap. Like, I'm just gonna pack up and tell Rob and Kathy, thank you for all that y'all do. But this is it. And then all of a sudden I got somebody that says, hey, you guys inspired me to, like, start my own podcast. I enjoy listening to y'all. So I'm like, I guess there's a reason for me to keep on then.
yeah.
So just keep on keeping on, man. Keep on keeping on. Keep on taking in the compliments. Forget the insults and the negativity. And I'll tell you the same thing I've told a lot of people. A lot of times when people say something negative to you, they're showing their own limitations. Their limitations are not your limitations. And I guarantee you, 9 times out of 10, if you got that jabroni that goes out there and says, "Hey, Zamir Zuriel, he can't wrestle. What's he doing?" You put them in that ring and see if they could do better than you. I guarantee you, I would put my whole paycheck on the line, both my paychecks that I get every month, and they wouldn't be able to even do half of what you do. They would
Thank
probably tire out from running the ropes or get rope burn. So yeah,
you. I appreciate you so much.
so keep on doing what you're doing, man. So I'm curious now. I know Muscle Man Malcolm, he normally asks, I don't know if you heard of him, he normally asks people what they like for what they like to eat at Waffle House. But I'm gonna ask you, man. But I'm gonna ask you this. I'm gonna tweak that question a little bit. So when Le Prince de Port-au-Prince is done whooping some butt in the ring, when he gets that W, that victory, and the crowd is cheering for him, he said he thanks the crowd, Mercy, Georgia, you know, your prince, appreciates you. We're gonna run it again next month, but I gotta leave right now. You go to the back, you change your clothes, you hop in your car, and then you drive off. But there's something that's actually there's something that's actually bothering Le Prince. There's a feeling he's getting, and that's a feeling in his stomach. And it's like, wait a minute, I need a victory meal. So the question I'm asking, Zamir, is what does Le Prince de Port-au-Prince, where does he go when for a victory meal? And what is his go-to meal at that restaurant he gets his victory meal at?
Wow, thank you. That was pretty cool. Um, the Prince before the Prince, he would go to he goes to IHOP.
Okay.
Go to IHOP after a good match. I will say IHOP, a stack of pancakes. A stack of pancakes, or specifically the straw the strawberry covered French toast. I get
Okay.
4 to 6 scrambled eggs on the side,
Ooh.
sausage, yeah, sausage mainly on the side, some more toast, maybe some coffee if I'm feeling it. If I have to go home and I'm on the road, yes, definitely some coffee. But
Wow.
I hot boy.
That definitely sounds like a royal meal. That sounds like a meal fit for royalty right there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
IHOP, I really don't care where I get my eggs from. I mean, I do like I am a sucker for Denny's. Like I remembered one time um I was actually at Denny's, and I was actually in San Antonio, and I was walking around the Riverwalk, which is a popular tourist destination. And it's funny, I was like, man, I'm feeling hungry. And it was like, lo and behold, I saw Denny's, and I could hear the sound playing, going, and then I saw Denny's right there, and I'm like, okay, I've not had Denny's in years. I'm gonna have it tonight, and I got my favorite sandwich, which is the eggs with the ham, um, in between the toast, and some hash browns and some orange juice, and that was a great night for me.
That sounds incredible. Now that after that, see now that sounds fantastic. Even after, especially after a match, because I'm hungry. I'm hangry. When
There you go. There you go, man.
when
But yeah,
manger, I gotta eat after a match. Definitely
yeah, of course, man. Yeah, especially if you get a victory, of course you got to eat, man. What winner doesn't eat after a match? Come on, man. You
got
get the W, you got to eat.
to.
Yeah. So yeah, man. So Zamir, I got to say, man, hey, it was a pleasure having you on here. You know, thank you for coming back. You're always welcome back on here. We always enjoy, catching up with wrestlers and, hearing, about their journey. Once again, congrats on, like I say, man, it may not be a big thing to you, but it's a big thing to me because I always tell people mental health is important. It is, and I always, thank y'all for what y'all do because I know that it's not easy going out there. And, you not just your physical, but your mental health, y'all actually put on the line as well too. Especially, I just saw the Daphne story, and I'm like, I was that was like one of the most depressing stories of Dark Side of the Ring. R.I.P. Daphne. Thank you for all you given us.
Oh, baby.
And I was like, wow, just one match could have caused all that. And like I said, I salute y'all, man. Like, I salute y'all for all y'all do, man. Like, I know it's not easy. And I know accidents can happen at any time. So, once again, y'all, yeah, thank y'all for all that y'all do out there for us fans.
Thank you. I
Um,
appreciate you for the love. That's what we do it
yeah.
for, y'all.
So before we shut this show down, man, I gotta ask you, man, where can fans find you on social media when they want to find out when Le Prince de Porta Prince is gonna make his debut, well, his next appearance, if they want to buy or when they want to buy Zamir Zuriel merchandise, and where can bookers and promoters find you when they want to book you for their shows?
Oh, mercy. Well, on Instagram and on X, you can find me at Zamir, Zamir, Zuriel, Zuriel. If any promoter, it is Zamir Zuriel 9 at gmail.com. Anywhere that you may need me, I am there. I'm always ready for all my fans, for anybody who is out there watching me. I'm always here to inspire, and I hope that I am inspiring at least one person.
You never, like I said, keep at it, man. You definitely are. I mean, and we're both West Indians, so you never know. You might find some Guyanese person like, oh, Skites. Wait, the man's from Haiti? Oh, Skites,
That's
Bono. Zamir Zuriel, the man is a West Indian like me, but hey, I gotta watch this man, boy. The man's a bad, what? The man's an inspiration. Bana, you know something? I think I can get into this wrestling thing, Bana. Yes, I can go get me little tights and I can train Bana. The man is, are you my fan of Trinidadian? Oh jeez. The man is the man of the over there. Oh, you from Trinidad? No, if he from Haiti? Oh jeez, boy. What a man there. Hey, boy, yo, you got to come see this thing, hey boy. This man from Haiti wrestling. You never know, you might see it,
you never know. Shoot, now that you
So
said
just
that, you really never know. The islands are huge. The islands are big enough to have. many of us branch out of there. Shoot, if I'm one of the
Yeah,
first, I'm excited to see who's after me.
yeah.
Then
Just keep at it, man. I mean, there's actually another guy, Haitian guy, Reggie Rhythm, down in Florida. That I don't know if he still wrestles, but he used to wrestle. We had him on the show too. There was a guy, the Haitian Sensation, who was on Ring of Honor.
I've heard of him
Another,
before. Yes, I've seen. I
an-
saw him a few years back, a while back. Yes.
another great guy. You know, it would be interesting to see y'all team up. You guys. That'd probably be an interesting thing. You know,
If he's still working, then sure, I would love to meet him.
yeah,
Like I say, bro.
yeah, yeah, man. So once again, thank you for being on our show. Really, truly appreciate it. Those of y'all that are watching, listening, make sure you follow this man. Great guy. Um, if you go to the shows, make sure you cop that Zamir Zuriel merchandise. Even if you can't make the shows, still buy the merchandise. That's how you show love to your wrestlers. It's copping the merchandise. That they have even when you can't make the shows, and it's a great thing. That way, when he gets signed by WWE or AEW or TNA, and somebody goes up and says, "Hey, I got Zamir Zuriel's merchandise from Shop AEW or WWE Shop." You can be like, "Yeah, but I had his stuff from since he was back in the Indies, like doing his thing in Georgia, WBA 4." It's a great thing knowing that you support somebody during the early part of their journey. So definitely go ahead and y'all do that. Cop that merch and support indie wrestling, man. I mean, it's definitely worth it, and it's a great thing. But with that being said, it's about time for us to shut this show down. My eyelids are getting heavy. My stomach is rumbling. That means it's time for dinner and a nap. Maybe not in that order, but before I partake in those activities, if you want to find me on social media, not that I say a lot of cool things, but I do go to a lot of cool places. You can definitely find me on Twitter and Instagram, Twitter and Instagram and TikTok at the Remy Blue. You can find me on Blue Sky at remyblue.bsky.social. I'm on Facebook as Remy Blue as well. Our podcast is also on social media. We're on Twitter and Instagram and Blue Sky at Ringside Society all across the board. We're also on Facebook as a Facebook group. We're also on Spotify, and we're also on Teespring where we sell official Ringside Society merch. We have T-shirts, we have hoodies. We even have coffee mugs, and we only have 2 or 3 designs right now, but we're working on getting more in the very near future. And last but not least, we have a YouTube channel where you can see cool interviews like this one, like the one we had with Salem Alexander, like the one we had yesterday with referee Rosie Jones. All those great interviews you can see on YouTube. And to see them, it's very simple. It's not rocket science. It's not even pre-algebra. Just go on YouTube and type in Ringside Society. I want to see that really good looking dark blue and light blue yin yang sign with the blue flames around it. That's when you know it's us. So make sure you subscribe to all our videos because we got a lot of cool stuff coming up, and you don't want to miss a thing like Aerosmith in 1998. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna tell you all right now. Tomorrow we're gonna try our best, depending on how we feel. We're gonna be having our Money in the Bank prediction show tomorrow at 10 a.m. So stay tuned for that. We're going to be going over the card and predicting who we think is going to win, who's going to lose, who's going to interfere, all that great stuff. We're going to be doing tomorrow. We're going to try to do tomorrow as well. Depends on how we feel. Um, and with that being said, also, I almost forgot. Um, we have our summer giveaway coming up. You're probably thinking I'm bluffing. Remy's just talking. He's not going to give away anything. What is he talking about? Well, how would you like to win a copy of that would be 2K25 for PlayStation 5? How would you like to win a copy of that would be 2K25 for Xbox X Series? Stay tuned. We're going to be announcing how you can enter to win a chance at getting one of those games. So stay tuned for that. And with that being said, we just want to thank everybody tuning in live tonight. Thank you very much. We really and truly appreciate it. We strive about being one of the best wrestling podcasts a wrestling fan could, should, and would listen to. And we're not going to stop being that. To those of you that are going to listen later on, you get a chance. Thank you very much in advance. And those y'all that hate us, can't stand us, really and truly wish we would just go away and stop what we're doing. Well, like myself at Golden Corral, we're not going anywhere for a while. So with that being said, we just want to let everybody know we're very well and aware. We see it, we get it. Everybody and their grandparents and their parents have a podcast. But guess what? Here's the mind blowing thing: we're not your grandparents' podcast. We're not your parents' podcast. As a matter of fact, we're not just any podcast. So I'm gonna say it right now: one time for the mind, one time for the people, one time for the wrestling culture, and one time for Le Prince, the Porto Prince, Zamir Zuriel, who is back and better. He is faster. He is stronger. He is smarter than ever. We're the Wrestling Fans Podcast, Ringside Society, and we'll be back tomorrow. Possibly, we'll try to be back tomorrow. We're not promising, with another impressive episode. But until then, we just have four favors for y'all. Stay safe, stay healthy, be excellent to each other, and enjoy wrestling. We out. Peace.
Well,